Welcome back, Nicholas. This is Movie Review, episode 108. Yeah, it's been a couple weeks since the last one. Yeah, my last one I did was on RoboCop 3. Of course, that was a good film. Here is a really, really bad film. This is 2009's X-Men Origins Wolverine. Yes, a lot of people hate this film. For a good reason, but there's some positives about the film. Hugh Jackman looks fantastic in this film, and the fact that a lot of the acting is actually pretty good. Though I do agree with some of the dumb things they did with this film. Like, for instance, Wolverine's claws instead of being prosthetics. Some idiot thought we got to make him frickin' CGI. No idea why, but they did. Oh yeah, and also, that's not the only dumb thing to do with this movie. Okay, Sabretooth, played by Liv Schreiber, who does a fantastic job with the character, and he's Wolverine's half-brother. Which, come think of it, that's a really stupid idea. Why in the world would you make Sabretooth Wolverine's brother? That's an absolute dumb idea. Because this has been pointed out in the comics, yes. As a matter of fact, his actual brother is named Dog Logan. Not not Victor Creed. Yeah, completely different character. Yeah, and also Dog Logan is sort of like an older version of Wolverine in a way. Oddly enough, Dog Logan has never appeared outside the comics. In case you don't know who the heck the guy is, he actually appeared in the miniseries Origin. Yes. Well, I believe he was a creation of... I'm trying to think, what was the guy's name who wrote it? I think it was, let's see. Let's see if I can look him up. I know that he appears in the series Origins. Yeah, he's a creation of Bill Jemas, Phil Jenkins, Joe Quesada, and Andy Kubert. Yeah, he is nothing like him at all. Yeah, that was a really... Now, nothing against Liv Schreiber's performance, it's just that him being Wolverine's brother was a dumb idea. Another really dumb idea, well, what they did with Deadpool. First, no costume. That was a stupid idea. Second, they sewed his frickin' mouth shut. Yeah, something they actually poke fun of in the film I'll talk about in my next review. Yes. Sarah Fox, I think she's great. I think that a lot of the character is pretty much how she's portrayed in the comics. Probably the character I think a lot of people was really dumb to put up in this movie, and people ask, why couldn't he be in the regular X-Men films? Freaking Gambit! Yes, this is Gambit! Yes, the first live-action portrayal of the character. He's played by Tyler Kitsch. Those who know who this guy is, he also played John frickin' Carter in the film John Carter. Yeah, I think he was also in Friday Night Lights. Yeah. And also, for some reason, after this film, my guess is Fox must want to wipe the bad taste in mouth of this film. So instead of bringing a character who actually did a good job with this particular role, give it to a guy who's got one of the biggest egos in Hollywood, Channing Tatum, and they try to make a Gambit movie with him. Yeah, a film that's went through like a half a dozen directors. Heck, last I heard, Disney axed this particular film because even they agree the premise of this film was really stupid, and also the budget was way too high. You know how much the budget was while it was announced how much it could be for a Gambit movie? $150 million. Now for Wolverine, that's fine because it's a big action film. Gambit, if you're making a heist film, fine. 150 million is way too much. Maybe about 90 million would make more sense, but 150, yeah, that was quite stupid. We also have a young version of William Stryker in here. Oh yes, William Stryker, who's pretty much how he's not. In case you're wondering, the X movies portray very inaccurately to how he's in the comics. Yeah, the way the films portrayed him is that he had heavy involvement with the freaking Weapon X program. Yeah, which happens in this particular film. I want to talk about the start of the film, which is probably the best part of the whole film, aside from Hugh Jackman's performance. The film starts off in, I think it was like 1890s Canada, where Wolverine, as a child, killed his biological father during an argument he had with the guy he thought was his father. Yep. So, him and his brother, I still think it was a stupid idea, decided to go off and participate in a whole bunch of wars. Civil War, World War One, World War Two, Korea. Vietnam he couldn't stand at all. He didn't stand some of the dumb things. Heck, then later on they formed a team, Weapon, I think it was like, I think it was Team X. Yeah, which consisted of, get this, Wolverine, Sabretooth, Deadpool, John Wrath, yeah, a guy who also was nothing like Hype in the comics. Yeah, also they had Everflame. They also had the Blob part of the group. The Blob. A character who has nothing to do with Wolverine at all. A character who has, as far as I know, never met Wolverine. Actually, I think he may have encountered him once. Yeah, but the encounter between him one-on-one, it was very rare. And here's kind of the dumb thing. Unlike Deadpool, who has appeared in Wolverine's comic, the Blob never has. You see him for like 2 scenes. He's seen like a helicopter jump on the missions he's on. The next time you see him, he's basically kind of like the comic Blob, where, oh yeah, this is actually definitely Fred Dukes, the guy who is the Blob. Oh yeah, and the reason why he's overweight? Eating disorder. Yep, despite the fact that's also kind of part of his power as well. Yep, do they show what his power is in this movie? Nope, they don't mention his power at all. It's just Fred Dukes is fat. Whatever. And also, apparently, they have a teleporter in here. Yes, John Wrath. Yeah. Yeah, John Wrath, who's their teleporter? So I'm like, John Wrath. A teleporter. Okay. John Wrath, as far as I know, I don't think was a teleporter. No. Yeah, he's definitely from the Wolverine comics. He definitely is. I'm looking him up right now. Okay, phase jump, but he wasn't a freaking teleporter. Come on. Yeah, and he is a creation of Larry Hama, which he appears for a couple of brief scenes. Yes. Oh yeah, they also had Bolt. Yeah, a guy named Bolt who's named Chris Bradley. Yeah, he's a creation of Howard Mankey. Not a very well-known character outside the comics. No, not really. Yeah. Well, the title has X's have an X-type team, Team X, a group of assassins. Yeah, and after Wolverine was threatened to, well, he wasn't called Wolverine. He was called Wolverine later, but yeah, when at one point he was going to order to kill children, he said no and walked away. He then found Silver Fox. By the way, she's never called Silver Fox the whole film. Nope. They mentioned Silver Fox. Mentioned, oh yeah, and her powers. Okay. As far as I remember, I don't think this woman has powers in the comics. Well, not the power that she has in the movie. Let's see. Nope. Yeah. As far as I can tell, her powers she has in the movie, well, apparently she manipulates reality. Which are kind of like, yeah, whose bright idea was it to give her powers from a different character? Yeah, that was so stupid. So, he goes home to Canada, lives with Silver Fox, this is what I've never called it a movie. At one point, they're going home, and then they have to cross a bridge, and these 2 guys, who's having a conversation, decide to block the frickin' bridge. I'm like, this is stupid. Why the heck would these 2 guys even do this? It's not a very big, it's not a very, like, wide bridge. Like, if you 2 want a conversation, fine. Do it on the side, not on the frickin' bridge. This is by far a really dumb idea. And then later on, Stryker basically, after they get home, he calls to come back. Says, nope, I'm not from my alleged country. I'm from Canada, not U.S. So everything comes in, kills up most of the group. Bolt he kills, like, stabs. I think he stabs Bolt. John Raffi basically stabs him with a frickin' metal pipe. I think it was one of those things you put in buildings, one of those skinny little rods, metal rod. Yeah, he gets stabbed with that. And it's also implied Victor got killed off screen. Nope, that was all a complete lie. The Blob surprisingly survives. Yeah, he's seen one other scene where Wolverine takes him on in a fight in the ring, basically kind of like a boxing match. Yep, and that's the last see of him, so goes after allegedly, apparently killing the Silver Fox, so he breaks into the Weapon X facility. Of course, this is also after he had volunteered. Yeah, this was something, even when I saw it, this was a really dumb thing for Wolverine to do. Because in the comics, this was forced on him. Yeah, he was kidnapped and injected with the stuff against his will. In the film, he volunteers for it. Though the scene is handled really well, and yeah, the whole point of this particular scene when they show it, yeah, it's pretty much expanding upon a flashback. Something that was shown as a flashback in X2, X-Men United. Yeah, that's the whole point of that. And from what I can tell, it's pretty accurate. Though no Lady Deathstrike here. Yep. Then later on, he goes berserk and breaks out of the facility. Yeah, then he runs into the Hudsons. By the way, these characters are not James and Heather Hudson. Nope. Elderly couple based upon the Hudsons. My only guess is the reason why that the writer threw these two characters in, because these two are friends of Wolverine in the comics, so have characters who are heavily based upon the Guardian and Vindicator, but not be these two characters. Probably would make a lot more sense if they were. But the weird thing is, Alpha Flight has never made the live action. Nope. Definitely didn't. Oh yeah, and also Maverick is in the movie. For some reason, he's only referred to as Agent Zero. Yeah, those know who the heck Maverick is. He's a recurring character from the Wolverine comics, who's wearing like his yellow armor. Yeah, he's a very somewhat minor character, but he's a if you read comics in the 90s, that's where he first showed up in the 90s. And after the 90s wrapped up, he hasn't really appeared very much. Nope. That's the thing with freaking Maverick. And here's kind of the weird thing about this guy. He, in the film, is played by an Asian, even though in the comics he is a white guy. Yeah, he's a creation of Jim Lee. Yep. Yeah, his current look is simply just like, almost like wearing a ski mask. But if you watch the X-Men 90 series, where it's like this yellow armor, yeah, that's how he kind of looked in the comics in the 90s. I wasn't reading comics at the time, but yep. Yeah. But I think it was kind of a dumb idea only refer to simply as Agent Zero. Why not refer to him as simply Maverick? I don't know. He gets killed very easily by Wolverine. Yeah, well, with these 20 helicopters. He gets a motorcycle. I don't know if this is the same motorcycle he gets. Well, actually, it's a different motorcycle than we had at the end of the first X-Men film. Eventually, he works with Sabretooth to break into the facility to free all these mutants who were captured. I wonder if we have the frickin' Cyclops. Yes, which is the second time Cyclops been taken live action. And the first act portray him, who's not frickin' James Marsden. Yep. Yeah, and then later on, after they break these kids out, we see Charles Xavier walking. And with a very poorly digitally de-aged Patrick Stewart. Thank God CGI has gotten a lot better recently, unlike 10 years ago. If you see this looks freaking horrible. Like, oh my gosh, it looks so bad. Oh yeah, and this is confirmed this is later to be an illusion. Because he's supposed to be in a freaking wheelchair. Yep. So, and then Wolverine is taken out, be it Will and Stricker. So, Okay, in the regular films, he's got amnesia. So how do they solve this problem? Have been shot multiple times. Have been shot like 6 times to the head with antimonium bullets. That's not a joke. It's serious what they did. So what did Silver Fox do with the character? Well, of course he also had killed the general via stabbing him. Yeah, General Munson. Yeah. By the way, by the time of X2, he is still in the military. It's like they either ignored the case or it's never explained. Because Fox never cared about the continuity of these films. Yeah, their motto, continuity, smartnuity. They don't freaking care. Yep. So she tells Stryker, walk until your feet bleed, and then continue walking. And so he goes up walking off the island. Oh yeah, how does he get to the island? Hires Gambit, bring him there. Yep, Gambit, a guy who barely plays a role in the movie. Oh yeah, in case you're wondering, does he use his middle baton he's known for using, his long rod? Yeah, he uses it until it gets sliced in half by freaking Wolverine. Oh yeah, Wolverine, guess where he finds him? New Orleans. Does he wear the comic costume in the movie? Nope, because that is something a lot of people hated about the X movies. Nobody wear their costume. Well, until we get to another character. Yep. Yeah. Aside from effects and special effects are really good, the weakness of this film is the plot, the poor thing, the stupid thing they did with Deadpool and a few other characters, and the CGI is so horrible in this movie. Yeah. Aside from that, the film is okay, but the film is just awful. It's a really bad film. I'm gonna give the film roughly a 7.5 out of 10. Yeah. Though, in case you're wondering, this is the only film that Gavin Hood ever directed for a superhero film. As far as this is the only film I've ever seen he actually did. Let's see. As for the other films he did, well, haven't seen any of them. After this film, he only did 3 films. Guess what, believe it or not, was his next film when he did this film? Ender's Game with Harrison Ford. Yep. It's also Eye in the Sky and Official Secrets. And that's it. This is only his, 5th film he ever did. Yeah, it seemed like though he was doing films like every 2 or 3 years. Yeah, this one even 2 years, and after this film, he didn't release it for 4 years. Yep. Yeah. But yeah, that's it for this particular review. My next review I'm going to do is a comic corner on 2 Conan trades, okay? See you next review. Bye.